Good morning, good afternoon, depending on where you are joining us from. We are here today with Pete Busam from Equilibrium Consulting. Hey, Pete, how's your day going?
It's going really well, Scott. How about you?
Oh, I'm not doing too bad. I'm excited for the end of the week coming up. It is right around the corner, sir.
It is.
So, Pete, you and I are, always ask everybody what's the weather like, where you're located at. And I think you and I are in the same state. You're down in sunny Myrtle Beach, right?
I am. I am. But you guys upstate get a little bit warmer temperatures because you're not getting that cool air coming off the ocean. So,
That's right. It's always hot, though, and humid here. We got that Florida weather pretty much most of the time.
yeah, yeah.
So, does it rain as much in Myrtle Beach as it does here in Columbia?
I don't know. I don't have the comparison, but I mean it does its fair share and we get the sprinkles and seems like that 95 corridor seems to cut everything up and push one way or the other. So,
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
Well, lately, the past couple of days, we've had some horrendous storms here, but they seem to blow through pretty quick. So
Yep,
awesome,
right up
awesome.
right up the coast.
Well, for those of you who don't know, Pete is the CEO and founder of Equilibrium Consulting. You guys are a marketing team, and tell us about Equilibrium and everything you do, Pete.
So we were originally founded as a sales coaching firm, but we found rapidly that we had to pivot because our clients wanted marketing, and
Okay.
everybody knew they needed marketing. They needed to get started. So over time, we grew, and we've developed a uh, do it for you platform where you're a stakeholder and you review, and if it has your brand on it, we take care of it, from the graphics to the content to the websites to helping with webinars or backgrounds for you, or collateral, whatever it is that touches your brand. We help with it, and that has put us in a position for this week, 16 years. 16 years, Scott. Who'd have ever thought, right? That we'd all be around 16 years later and not gone back to work for somebody or what have you. But obviously, we've built something that is being adopted by the industry, whether you're an MSP or a vendor, and we've worked with both sides.
Well, that's awesome, and I got to throw a plug your way, Pete, because you have jumped in and have started helping us with the marketing and everything for IT Business Owners Group. And I got to tell you, I love the graphics. The engagement is great. So I got to hand it to you and your team. Y'all are doing a fabulous job with the marketing for us and ITBOG. So very thrilled with the results we've been getting. So. Um,
Thank you. Appreciate the kind words.
uh, well, tell us about what is the new thing? Is it Market IT Tech? Is that right?
So Market Techs is our we subscribe to the marketecture, so marketing
Okay,
for IT, right? Marketecture,
gotcha.
and marketects are the people that serve that, right? Um, but we've created a new thing. We felt that there was a lot of void from a organization that needed to get started, that was smaller, um, less resources from a dollar and a people perspective.
Okay,
It's very tough to get marketing, and they know they need to do it, and so they would settle for some uh, gimmicky, and I'm not trying to downplay anybody, but it would be a little
sure.
bit more gimmicky type thing. So what we created was is that owner-led space, that small MSP that's looking to get going, prepackaged type things, and we've done it in a place called MarkITVault. And I'm
Okay,
happy to show the screen and share the screen and give a little demo and drive by with it here in a minute.
yeah.
Um, but the whole idea is you can go in, subscribe, get the core package, which is $100 a month,
Okay,
right? And you get highly curated graphics for social media for the month. And in that are the graphics. There's a PDF that has all of the content and the suggestions. And then what we've done is we've gone to partners that have applications that allow you to kind of set and forget your social media.
Okay.
So posting, reporting, and metrics to come back and see what kind of engagement you're getting to grow your social reach. And so getting started in marketing, the best and easiest way to do it is through social. Just start building your
Sure.
brand, right? And so we've decided that this will serve a market that is just not just doing it, just getting started. And we wanted to help them and make it affordable while giving them that look of a bigger MSP. And I
That's
think
awesome.
that's the big key is doing that. So,
So
but
really,
we've added everything.
So really what you're saying is that your company will help those MSPs who don't feel like they have a social media presence to put them on the board on social media, promote
Hmm.
their company properly, and get their self out there on social media that, hopefully they can get some new clients. That's what it's
Yep.
all about at the end of the day. So that's awesome. I didn't realize that. Well, you know, I guess it's the old saying, it can go for any industry. So I own an IT business as well, and I got to tell you, Pete, I don't do a whole lot with my own IT business on social media because I'm always promoting an inside of IT Business Owners Group. So I feel like I don't
Hmm.
really have time to wear two hats at once. So
And that's where this works really well. Is we know that the small business, small IT owner, they're running multiple things. They're running
yep.
sales. They're running um, business and back. They're chasing projects and problems and fire drills every day. Who's got time for marketing?
That's
But I know
right.
I need to. But I know I need to do it, and I
Yep.
want to do it. But I just don't know how to get started because I have all these other things. So, we throw this resource together. If I can, I'll just put it up on the screen
Yeah,
and
yeah, go
give
ahead.
a give a little quick drive through and um,
And you
where
said the
we
base
are.
package starts at $100 a month, right?
Yes.
So we can get all this going for $1,200 a year, less than $1,500 a year. That's awesome.
Hmm. So let me. Do you see the screen there?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? It's. There we go. Let me get back in here. Put it over here by itself. And I'm a go-to-meeting person or a Teams person. So Zoom, I'm not as sharp as I should be.
I know it's funny. I am a Zoom person, so every time somebody sends me a Teams meeting, I'm like, oh, what do I do? So I totally get it. It's a one or
Yep.
the other kind of thing.
So what we did was is we know that everybody wants to get a presence, whether
Okay.
it's their website, but in that digital platform, you have to get out there and you have to start doing something, right? So the easiest way to do it is everybody starts a website. But the problem is they go to a place where the websites are all the same. Pick 5 services, pick a look, and boom, the website is up and running. So what we've done is we've taken these 4 major areas here that you can see on the screen there of industry specific content and graphics, pre-made packs to choose from, stop worrying about writing the content, and high quality graphics. So
Okay.
we're taking the headache out of it. Step 1, step 2, step 3. Start your
Okay.
journey. Right? It's really as easy as that. And we've got a little explainer video that's up here that talks about it. But basically, you pick your core product. You can add additional products, proceed to the checkout, and once you create your profile and you check out and pay, you go in and you're able to download what you've purchased. And
Okay.
it's really that hard. So what we do here is every month we publish a core pack, a holiday pack, a blog pack, and a cybersecurity pack. We're going to be adding some memes and MSP tips
Okay.
and eventually some templates that you can create some standardized, and I hate to do it that way, but um, mergeable type form-based marketing slicks that you could leave behind or email to a customer, a digital sales slick. But when you click in to the product, what you can see here is the core product, and the core is required to anything. And what we've done is we've put watermarked samples up here. The final products are not watermarked. So, and you can see they're all standard type things that MSPs are trying to say that they do, but they're high level, high quality, fit in, and they get them basically 2 posts per week in there. We give them a description. So in there we get 10 high quality. We give you the curated images that go across the different topics that you might want to present as an MSP, and you're getting a PDF guide that basically has everything you need in it that tells you what to do and all. And then we suggest the add-on pack, obviously, like a good marketing site would do, right? Is, hey, other people that bought these too. So, we have a cybersecurity pack that you can look at. Again, highly curated, a little bit more if you wanted to add. So you buy the core and then you buy the enhancement pack. And again, you get the graphics, the PDF, and all of the keywords and everything else that go with it. And you can come in and write reviews too if you like afterwards. So if you subscribe and you use it, you can do it. We went a step further because providing the content is great, but not being able to know what to do with it after. And that's one of the other things that we found is a lot of owners go to these great things and they come back with all this great content and they don't know what to do with it. They don't know how to get started. So in our resource tab, in our FAQ and tools, we went in and we set up some programs to get you started with some of the places that you can do email marketing and social marketing. You can do social marketing with Social Pilot or Hootsuite. And these let you go in and basically take the graphics, take the content and all the other stuff, put it in a schedule, save it, and they will be released once you into your platform in there. They take about 15 minutes to set up, and we're happy to take a phone call and help somebody get started and bootstrapped if they've bought our package. So we've done some of that. We've aligned, HubSpot is another great place that works with the content that we have. And we're getting ready to release. We've got some partners that have agreed to fund this through Co-op or MDF. So what's really cool about it then is hey, if somebody's going to pay for it and you can download it and it's done for you, and all you've got to do is spend about maybe a half an hour loading graphics up into one of those programs that we give you a jump start into, why wouldn't you want to do it? We're really trying to make it as easy as we can. We'll even help you with that MDF process if you're struggling with it. All right. We've got some other roadmap type things that will go in. So we launched this in May, mid-May. And we've put things in. Phase 2, we're going to add some memes and other enhancement packs. We've got the blogs in there now and the tailored services. We've made it so, and I'll go back to it in a minute, and then feedback mechanisms. We want user-driven format and any advanced customization where we can get them, where you can actually take a graphic, bring it into Canva or something, and put your logo on it very easily before you set it and go. So as you get more advanced, and then we brought some tools like if you want to grade your website through our partner at HubSpot, you can grade your website and see how you're performing or not performing. So we're always adding tools. We're always adding pieces, but in the store, you can come right in and you can get your enhancement packs or what have you. If you need a website, we know that there's competitors that are out there. We will do a custom website and you can order it up here. You can pay for it. We'll do the hosting. The hosting is part of what it is, so it will automatically add the hosting when you add it to your cart. We've
Okay.
made it very flexible to pay. You can pay with GPay, WooPay, your credit card. You can do a bank transfer. It's all through SSL gateways and things of that nature. But it's easy. Again, we're trying to make this as easy for people to get started.
Go back to the website. I want to talk to you a minute about the website. So you at the list of things included right there. So it looks like SEO is that included in all this SEO optimization? So these sites you're building, do they have that already done in advance?
So when we build the site and deliver it, it will have organic SEO. Once
Great.
you move into the hosting package, we
Okay.
maintain the organic SEO every month.
Awesome.
And so just like a lot of others, you can go in and you can see up the fin, it's friendly. There's some stock graphics, but we can do some other things. It's not a template. We actually meet with you and go over and talk about things that you are as a customer, so we can build a journey for a customer that visits you instead of making it just here's a list on my menu of services that I provide. We want the customers that you're attracting and you're to have a journey through your website for things that are important to them,
So it's
right?
not a one
So
size fits all,
it is
like you
not.
said. It's custom tailored to the MSP or IT business owner.
It is, and
Nice.
that's the really unique thing to it is you can go and get a lot of them where you pay $1,500 or less to get it up and running,
Sure.
and then you pay the 129, 149, 200, whatever it is a month. But we really have this down, and really none of our sites look alike, etc. So
That's awesome.
so it's
So
a
I saw on the previous screen you talked about grading current websites.
mhm.
When you grade current websites, what are you finding out there with MSP or IT business owner websites that don't have your help?
There's a lot of different things. SEO is one thing. They're inherently slow because they're not optimized for the right kinds of graphics.
Okay.
People tend to use JPEGs and pings and stuff like that. There's newer technologies that go in. We look at headings and subheadings and a bunch of other things. The tool is pretty in depth, and it gives you feedback.
Okay.
So, it'll give you feedback on things that you can do. You put your email in, you put your website in, it goes off and do it.
Nice.
We'll get a notification with full transparency here. As you can see, you agree that we can contact you to talk to you about your website based on the things that it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a sales. It might just be, hey, this is what you can do to improve these two little tweaks. This is what I would focus on instead of this major list of things. Start here. We really believe that we want to help the community, and we want to help the smaller MSP get themselves up and running. And we actually will be kicking off our monthly webinars on marketing again pretty soon here,
So
probably in
whether it's
July.
a website, whether it is a social media presence, you guys want to help the MSP or IT business owner get an online presence.
Yes.
Okay. Very cool.
And even like our blogs, you can see we've written blogs. We include the graphic. We include graphics of all different sizes, so they fit in your website and they're sized for social media. So again, we're trying to make it as easy as we can. And inside the blog, we actually put it. We deliver it in a Word format for them, but inside it's got all of the things, and we recommend using a certain plugin and then using all of this data to optimize it inside your website for organic SEO. So it rates, and it's in there. So we've taken a lot of time to go in and do these things to help compete at a very low barrier of entry, and
Okay.
again, make it easy to get. Right, you come into the product, you click subscribe, sometimes it hangs when we're doing screen shares, which I'm not sure why, but if we go over, you'll see it's in your cart.
Sure.
You go to your shopping cart just like you would do. You can proceed to checkout. You can add other things in if you want. It's a regular old store. At this point, we want you to register because this is where your download will be. And so once you register and you go in, but I'll log in with my credentials. Yep.
That's a heck of a username, Pete.
Yeah, well,
You must be in IT.
we have a high security type thing in our websites. So
Well, let's talk about that. That's very important for an IT business owner to have security at the forefront of everything they do. So, how does the security play a role for you as well? Obviously, with a randomly generated username like that, I assume the passwords are the same way.
Yeah, we go very complex and very things. We have a lot of security measures put in to protect our websites. We learned early on how to protect and all that. And even this data is not even housed by us. It's housed at the provider that provides the commerce services. So
Okay.
we're fully PCI compliant, and protecting that data 100% that's out there. So, it's a normal checkout process you can see. And we do have a coupon for the ITBOG people, and I think it's just ITBOG.
Okay.
So anybody that goes in with ITBOG will get a something in there. I forget what we put together, but I know it's either a discount on their first month or their first purchase.
Okay.
But we do put everything in. We've got a very high level of when you go into edit the website or the websites where we protect the website in a variety of different ways. And obviously, I'm not going to say what they are, but
Sure.
we have about 4 layers of protection on every website that we host.
Awesome.
For that. And then, we're constantly in updating and looking at plugins and things that are doing it. We've built a dashboard ourselves so we manage probably about 85 MSP websites at the moment.
Okay. Great.
And so we're in every day updating plugins and making sure security and any holes and any plugins that get reported to various services, we go right in and have a dashboard that we can update many
So,
very quickly.
just like the managed service provider themselves, you offer the same type of service, but for the online presence.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yes. And if you want to read more, I mean, up on LinkedIn, on our Equilibrium LinkedIn page, we have published a whole thing that if you run your own website, it's a 6-part series on managing WordPress and securing WordPress.
Awesome. So
a
you
lot of
give back to the
education.
community.
We really try. We're putting out a lot of content on my personal LinkedIn, our company LinkedIn, our blogs. Even here, there's blogs, and of course, it's a new component, but we're adding blogs on things that are marketing related, that are things that you can do, right? So things that you can do yourself and tips and tricks, all educational. They're not here to, give you the sales pitch. If
I
you like the
gotcha.
content, you want to give feedback, or you want to contact us, you can certainly do it. And it's the same thing on our equilibriumconsult.com. We've got a ton of content in our blog area.
Awesome. So, talking about LinkedIn versus Facebook, what is your favorite social media platform? Do you like LinkedIn or do you prefer Facebook?
Well, I think both are necessary.
Yeah.
IT Business Owners Group has really, built an incredible following out in Facebook and Facebook land only, right? In the metaverse or whatever we want
Yep.
to call it. So I think, an exchange of data in there. I don't know. I think um, LinkedIn is more, everybody perceives it as a more professional platform
Sure.
for things, but it doesn't afford the groups, uh, the flexibility that Facebook groups provide versus LinkedIn groups. I think the LinkedIn material is highly, um, it's more restrictive, even though Facebook will put
Sure.
you in jail and stuff like that. It's more, is, and I think at some point or another we've all been there, right? But the ability to do that, I think, is important, and there's different things that you post in different places. Facebook can be much more personalized and all that. Although
Sure.
we're seeing more of that creep into LinkedIn, so I think the lines will blur over time as uh, folks like yourself find more ways to bring value to a community or with a group on Facebook. LinkedIn's going to have to respond differently. So,
So, getting back to your original, and I know we're pressed for time here, but I wanted to ask you with the social media marketing that you do for your clients, does that include both platforms, LinkedIn and Facebook, or is it
and
more Facebook, or how does that
it's
work?
it's it's all platforms that you're connected to. So if you
Okay,
have, we have customers that have Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, Pinterest, YouTube. We link them all, and we have different content that we can push to each platform. Uh, but we're going to give you a uniform look across all of them. So your banners that you have, your look and feel, your profile pictures, your brand is going to be very consistent across all platforms.
very nice. Well, I don't know how you do that because that is very difficult, especially if you've got hundreds of clients that you're doing it for. Whew. I have a hard time doing that just myself on my own brand across multiple platforms. So, I try to go to LinkedIn at least once a day, check my notifications, and that's really about it. I don't post. I always tell everybody, please don't look and judge me on my LinkedIn presence because it's really not there because I'm a Facebook guy. I mean, my community, a lot of people don't know this, but 10 years ago when I started IT Business Owners Group, it was on LinkedIn. We didn't have a
Hmm.
Facebook presence. We were on LinkedIn first, but to your point, Facebook really has it down with groups. So someone had told me that it's Scott, you need to get on Facebook with this, and I was like, okay, let's try it. And I quickly left LinkedIn because with LinkedIn, back in the day when we first started it, you would be lucky if you put a post out, a very engaging post, to get one comment 24 hours later. And with Facebook, it's totally different. So,
Hmm.
I love to see how it changes, how it evolves. But yeah, so I always tell everybody, please don't judge us on our LinkedIn presence because we really don't have one anymore. But Facebook is where we call home. So
Yep.
we're
Yep. And
we're
you
we're
guys,
happy
you
there.
guys have done a fantastic job growing your community and the base inside that group. I mean, it's very active. You've got a lot of partners in there. You've got a lot of MSPs in there. So it's a real good mix of the IT community that gets in there. And there's a lot of really good questions that people ask, and I see the community really helping each other, which is really nice. And that's one of the reasons that we came to you guys is it gives us the ability to get insight and see what's going on inside the community, in different segments, right?
Sure.
That you're serving, and obviously this new product serves a lot of that market that you have in your community very, very well. And every now and then I get active in a chat and try and give some direction from a very non-selling, but more, hey, this is where you can get started type thing, and here's some resources and stuff. So I
Yeah, it's a
appreciate
great
being a part of it.
Yeah, it's a great community for that. Just for going in, it's a wealth of knowledge, because you
Hmm.
don't know what you don't know. But a lot of people in the community, they've been there and done that, and they're always willing to help. So, that's one reason I have stuck with it and done what I continue to do, because, I'm very, very into community. I'm into, helping one another out along the way. I think there's plenty of work to go around. It's not a competition. We're all at different stages in our business, and if we can
Mhm.
help each other along the way, that's a win for everybody. So, hey, Pete, I got one last question for you.
Go
What
ahead.
is the best way if we have an IT business owner that is watching today's live stream and they want to connect with you? What's the best way that they can do that?
I'll tell you what, let me put it right up on the screen. You can go to equilibriumconsult.com
Okay.
and you can hit our contact page.
Okay.
Our phone number is here. You can get me on LinkedIn. And if you really want, you can schedule a call right here online. You can go ahead and go right in and you can schedule some time to chat. I make it as easy as I can for you. So you can call, fill out a form, message me on LinkedIn, or go ahead and schedule some time right away.
And for anybody who does make that call, make sure you let Pete and his team know that you heard about their company from IT Business Owners Group. Well, Pete, thank you so much for your time today, brother. I'll talk with you later.
Sounds good, Scott.
I hope you
Appreciate it.
enjoy the rest of your day, sir.
You too.
Take care. Bye bye.
Thanks, everybody.